Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cobras fans, all of you, welcome back to the Sunday Snake Pit. I am Gina Bahina, along with my brother Jose Bahina, and for the next little bit, we're gonna go over what has happened in Cobras football this week. Um, so, welcome to the Sunday Snake Pit. Let's get to it.
All right, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Cobras YouTube channel here, so you never miss your chance to join in on this conversation. Also, like I said, you'll get to see all the extra content we're kind of putting out there for the Cobras this year. Like I said, some stuff that may be flying under your radar if you're only looking through social media, but definitely, like I said, you want to check that out. It's trying to make that a more viable outlet for everybody here. Like I said, you'll also be able to go back and watch the live streams over and over again. Check out all the interviews this week. We've got Kendrick Ings, so that's going to be fun for everybody.
That was a great interview. You guys are gonna love it. Stick around to watch that because, I mean, everybody knows Ings is a great guy anyway. But you really get to know the players with this stuff, and so he was going into it. It was a great interview. Check it out.
All right, guys. So first things first, we got to talk about the outing last night against the Lions, and boy, this was a big one because you didn't really know what to expect, honestly.
I didn't.
Well, like I said, when you put the pieces out there, okay, Jonathan Bain getting hurt in the game against San Antonio. Like I said, they lost by a point in that game. You didn't really, I mean, we didn't even know really until earlier this week who would be the quarterback when the Cobras signed Malik Henry. And again, it was kind of one of those things. Well, is Henry going to start? Is he going to be a backup? Is Summers going to play quarterback? It was kind of all over the place. We were talking about it last week. What do you do? Do you just prep for the week to play Summers? Or do you go out and find you a Band-Aid guy? And by God, they did that and
Hey,
some.
that was like a butterfly stitch, okay? Not the band aid. We were holding stuff together. Malik Henry came out there and did work.
He did. Matter of fact, and again, like I said, and I don't know if you, like I said, a lot of people probably didn't notice, but we had Gerard Evans back on the bench as a backup to reinforce. So we didn't have Summers even really listed as a quarterback option, until we absolutely needed him. Again, if you haven't, I know Gerard Evans was in camp with the Cobras. He signed early on. Former VT guy, so he played in the ACC. I mean, he's phenomenal. I loved watching him in camp and practices.
Yeah.
But again, he came in and was in uniform last night. So again, we are in good hands in the quarterback situation until Jonathan Bain returns. So that's good. But yeah, we saw him. He was at the game last night.
Yeah.
He was all smiles.
Good spirits, man. Good spirits.
It killed him not to be out there. That was the only thing.
You could see it. He was like, I could do it, but obviously.
Like he said, he loves it too much to step aside from it right now. But again, the win, 61-36.
Okay, so let me put it this way. Even before Jonathan Bain got injured, okay, we already knew or we already felt like that it was going to be a battle for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Because one, I mean, look at how things went last time. Whatever. That's in the past. The Cobras came out like ready to give a reckoning this time, and so even without Bane being injured, it was kind of like a how's it going to go? It's going to be really close. We're kind of have this feeling about it, but at the same time, then everything transpired, and you're still like, okay, like you said, then it's like, all right, how are we going to move forward with this? And then they brought in everything. We didn't know how it was going to play out. And then let me tell you, it played out phenomenally.
Right. I mean, we talked about it a lot. The last four was going to be tough for Carolina because it's home away against the Lions and the Jacksonville Sharks, and that's two playoff teams right now. And again, we've been saying the schedule's tough for Carolina. I mean, no bye weeks. It's like I said, it sounds like a broken record, but again, then when your starting quarterback goes down, that's when you really start to kind of tense up a little bit. But like I said, nothing. And again, we were talking about last week on the show that the Lions hadn't even played their game against Albany yet. Like I said, as of when we were live, that game was scheduled for like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So like I said, so it was on after the broadcast. And the Empire ended up winning that game. So again, we didn't know if the Lions were going to come out swinging against them and be on a roll when they got to Carolina, or if they were going to be knocked out and be looking to get back in the win column. So again, it was all kind of a toss-up situation as of last Sunday. Everything was in the air. But again, 61-36. Carolina on top. Like I said, Malik Henry again.
I was screaming. Like, I was just jumping around screaming like a mad woman last night. So, I mean, phenomenal plays across the board, phenomenal plays from the defense. Ugh. But yeah, Malik Henry totally killed it. He excuse me. He had 15 completions last night, over 226 yards. So
It's not bad. And the big part there, 6 touchdowns. I mean that's incredible. He had the one interception, but you've kind of got to again, as I told you, because I think you had stepped away into one of the halls at the time when that happened. I said it was kind of a soft play where, it was man on man, and the receiver was a little bit ahead of the ball. It happens. Not mad at that at all, but the Carolina ground game is really something that's been added in that we haven't seen in the past with Carolina, and not many arena teams utilize it. Back in the day, 2 or 3, 4 years ago, Columbus was really a ground and pound type team at the time when they had I can't remember the guy. Now his name escapes me. I was just about to get it there. But anyways, like I said, at the time they were kind of a ground and pound team, had a running back, and really liked to utilize that in their game. But now, kind of saw a little bit of that with Jacksonville when they had Zach Brown in the backfield, but not as much, I feel like, as Carolina's done so far this year. Zach Brown, matter of fact, six carries last night, 21 yards, no touchdowns this week. But Mike Robinson again with a touchdown. That's his second one of the season. 20 yards, like I said, on 4 attempts. So the ground game is really there for Carolina, which is something that they got to be able to utilize right now, especially while the quarterback situation is a little bit up in the air. Like I said, I mean, it's not shaky, but it's like I said,
it's different.
It's easy to rely on. Like I said, it's nice to be able to rely on that ground game.
It's good to have a good backup plan.
Right. But again, like I said, flip side of that, holy cow, we've got, like I said, Kendrick Ings, he got a touchdown last night. DJ Myers with 4. We're going to talk about him a little bit more here. Adam Smith, it's hard to glaze over that, it feels like, 4 touchdowns. But Adam Smith also got a touchdown during the game. Again, able to still spread the ball around 5 different receivers. Again, something we've been talking about here. And my gosh, like I said, if we had to name a Cobra of the week, it's DJ Myers, right?
Absolutely. Superman just coming out of nowhere. Like, the ball would be flying, and all of a sudden, DJ Myers was there.
Right. Like I said, not to take away from
any of the rest of the team. Yeah. It was just...
Well, Joe Powell had an interception, 1 in each half.
Beautiful interceptions.
TC Stevens, not, 1, 2, 3, 4 deuces.
All of that, and that's what I'm saying, it's all of those different elements that come together to make, like, just that phenomenal game, mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there was the one, if there was one, like, sour spot, like I said, other than the interception, the only other, like, thing you can nitpick to say was when Trevante Long fumbled right there, like, the 2-yard line into the end zone. Again, and that cost a touchdown, but again, Carolina still won by almost 30 points, so... like I said, it's not a spot you're going to look back at and really remember unless you're just really nitpicking.
And to be fair though, I mean, he was down for a minute though when he
he was in some serious discomfort.
Exactly,
there.
and so, but the best thing was to be able to see him get up and walk off the field like on his own. So, that's something. No matter what team you're on, I always am happy to see.
Like I said, DJ was on just a different level last night. 128 yards, 4 touchdowns on offense. He got an interception that set up a pick 6. Set up a pick 6 on his own. So like I said, just man possessed, literally his best offensive performance of the year and defensive performance.
Was it like from Space Jam where they had Michael's special sauce and DJ special sauce?
Yeah, something.
Secret sauce, something like that.
Something was in the water with him last night. I mean, he just rolled hard. And the bad thing of it is, it wasn't even like a short burst thing. It was the whole game. DJ Myers just I don't know. It took it personal last night. But like I said, again, you love to see that from the Cobras' perspective because, I mean, that was a big win that they needed. I mean, not even just for, to get the win, but to get the confidence going there with Malik Henry and, like I said, the rest of the receivers. Like I said, I was told they only had 3 practices to get together and really start hammering things down. So
yeah, that's what he told us, yeah.
To do that and know that you're playing a potentially playoff caliber team and hanging 30, on them, it's nice. So, again, around the rest of the league, though, Jacksonville, they won over the Predators for the second week in a row. This time, they played in Orlando. A much closer game, though, 37-34. Again, San Antonio, they had the Empire at home. They fell to them 62-47. So, again, there's a lot of parity still going on. but that makes the league standings right now. Carolina still top the league 8-3.
Number 1. Then coming in, you got Albany at number 2 with 6-4. Sharks coming in number 3, 6-5, and Columbus rounding out the top 4 with 4-5.
So that's your playoff picture right now. And hard to not mention, the Carolina Cobras have officially clinched a playoff spot with the win last night. So Carolina Cobras playoff bound. So you can go ahead and get your playoff tickets for at least one round right now. We're looking for 2, but you can get them for at least one round right now. You call that number that's kind of floating around there on the screen. They'll gladly sell you some playoff tickets for sure. Go ahead and get those in.
We'd love to have you guys pack that house too.
Exactly. I mean, it's been a while since we had a playoff game in the Carolina Cobras arena in Greensboro. I mean, it's literally been since the 2018 championship last year. They had to play away at Albany. So, like I said, it's been a while since we've experienced playoff NAL football in Greensboro. So that's nice. But still looking on the outside looking in, you got the Gunslingers at 3-6, the Predators at 3-7 right now. We'll look at it a little bit, see if they are really. They're not quite out. It's one of those things of they're not out, but they're not.
They're not in. They're not out.
They're not mathematically eliminated, but it's one of those things when you start saying it in that terms, that means you're basically eliminated. But there's some narrow paths there. We'll take a look at those a little bit later on. But I think right now we're going to go ahead and get into our sit-down interview with a Cobra. So this week, like we mentioned, we got Kendrick Ings. I mean, phenomenal guy. Also, just likes to absolutely love him. So we'll get that set up here for you.
Super funny.
And we'll
my gosh.
Send that to you right now. Hey, okay, so apparently we had a little technical glitch there with the interview going on, but we do have it coming to you now. This time we're going to try that again. So
Take 2.
Take 2. So we're going to send you over. This is the sit-down interview with Kendrick Ings. So everybody enjoy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sunday Sit-Down. We got Kendrick Ings with us today. You've been requested before. Everybody's interested in you. So big question. Tell me, who is Kendrick Ings?
Kendrick Ings is a God-fearing man, a father, a lover, a fighter as well. I mean, I'm just an ordinary guy that loves to play football, that's doing what he loves to do, is blessed to do what he loves to do, and I just take nothing for granted.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So tell me, you're from Miami, Florida?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got a big family down there?
Yeah, well, right now everybody's spread out now. So most of my family's in Georgia now. I have my mother, my father. I mean, my mother's in Georgia. My father's in Florida. I got a sister, brother, a couple of cousins, but most we in Florida and Georgia. I got my father's from South Carolina, so I got some family up here as well.
So you kind of all over the coast, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Detroit as well. So yeah, we're scattered around, but I'm born in Miami. Yeah.
Nope. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So is your son? Is he growing up in Florida? Or is he here?
He's here. He was born in Ashland, Maryland. I met my fiance in Maryland. So when I played for the Baltimore Brigade, that's when I met her. So
okay.
He was born in Maryland. He's living here now. So he's probably gonna grow up in North Carolina. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you. So one of the big things, I've been told this, that actually, speaking of the devil, that I was told that you've known Mike Green since you guys were just yay high.
I met Mike Green. I was 11 years old. That's a lie, but I knew him since I was 11. We played at PPO in Miami together at Pyramid Pines Optimus, the Bengals. We played in Optimus together. Then we played AAU basketball together. But yeah, I grew up with Mike. I knew him since we was 11. I was 11. He was 10.
So have you guys kept in constant contact throughout that time?
Yeah, man.
Being around in the same profession,
we lost contact. I think after high school because I left Florida and went to Georgia. But every time I came back down, I always visit him and his family. His dad, Coach Green, was my coach back in the day. And then when he started playing arena football, and I was like, man, that's when we got each other on Instagram and stuff like that. And I was like, he actually told me he was 17 because of me. So that made me proud. Yeah, man.
That's great.
Now he's coaching me.
I mean, I was saying it's one of those things. It's kind of like you said, full circle.
Full circle, yes,
You know,
sir.
like I said, he played as a Cobra here before you got here.
Yeah,
But like I said, now
exactly.
he's a coach. So like I said, kind of get to use that dynamic.
Yeah,
you know? I
yeah,
mean, I'm
I
sure
love
you guys
it.
got plenty to talk about all the time.
I'm learning a lot from him, honestly, because now I'm playing DB, and he's originally a DB defensive back, so now I'm playing DB. I'm learning a lot from him technique-wise, because I used to play DB back in the day, so it's all coming back to me, and he's helping me with that as well.
Does that make it easier for you, or kind of harder when it's kind of him getting on you? Or?
Nah, I mean, I look at him as any other coach. I don't look at when he's Coach Green. I call him, he's laugh every time I coach him. I'm like, Coach Green. Man, call me, man. Nah, you my coach. So I'm going to call you Coach Green. I give him that respect. So it's the same thing as any other coach.
I gotcha. So, it's like I said, going back to you, I think you took one of the more interesting routes to get to where you are today.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, look, I didn't notice till today that you didn't play college football.
Not one down. I'm not one down.
That's so crazy.
I went to Fort Valley State right out of high school to try to get my credits up to play. I'm gonna just say Fort Valley State is a party school. I ain't gonna lie. Back 09, so it didn't work out. Then I went to a JUCO, and I actually was going to doing well in class. I had a partial scholarship, but when it was time to get a physical, I had a heart murmur, and they didn't want to cover the test, all the CT,
Gotcha,
KGs, all the tests to get it done. So he told me if I don't take out a loan, he's gonna take a scholarship. So I said if he does that, then send me home. And after that, I was like, Dad, Mom, I want to play football. I don't have to go to college to play football. So I started training, and I started hitting up combines and workouts.
And it seemed to work out for you because, like I said early on, you got to try out with the BC Lions. You got to try out with signed to practice squads for Detroit Lions,
and
the Tampa Bay Bucks. Like
yeah.
so, I mean,
the only bad thing about that was just practice squad because I never got a chance to get into camp.
now it's kind of like I've talked to guys before that have gone that route that have never played college football, and they say when it comes down to like the situations of, if they've got player A and player B to kind of cut and pick from, they're going to take guys that's got college experience no matter what. So it's kind of a twofold thing. But I mean, the fact that you even get there without the experience
it was a blessing.
Is really impressive.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
I mean, it is.
I just feel like I always tell everybody that asks me, why you not in the league, why you not, I'm like, man, I just need an opportunity, a real opportunity, like get in the camp to actually fulfill my stamp my ability on the team, because coming in on practice squad, I came in Monday, tried out Tuesday, practice Wednesday.
So how is it like? I mean, general people, I don't really understand how much difference is there between the practice squad and like the point to when you're getting into camp and kind of getting a shot at that roster.
Well, see, if I come into camp, say I sign to a team, I'm coming to camp, I'm actually going to mini camp, a rookie camp, mini camp. Then I think it's like 3 different camps. I'm getting all the experience I need. I'm learning the playbook and all that stuff. With practice squad, I came in week 1. They had a game that week. I came in Monday. Like I said, I tried out Monday, signed Tuesday, and they had a game that week. So I just came in. You just come in. You just I want to say you're just a body in a way. You're just a body.
Yeah, you fill a spot.
Yeah, just to help because they only have 4 receivers signed. All those are starters. So I came in. I'm always automatic practice squad. I'm just helping the defense get better. I'm preparing the defense for the team they're about to play.
I got you. But I did read somewhere that you got a chance to do a little bit of training. You actually got to catch a little bit with Matthew Stafford in a different event, right?
Yeah. So I played quarterback in high school. My receiver, Stephen Hill, he went to Georgia Tech, and then he went to the Panthers. He got drafted in the league. All the Georgia guys come together for a camp, I guess, before they go to the league, and he let me come train with them. So I met Megatron, I met Stafford, I trained with AJ Green, all the guys that went like to Georgia and the Georgia Tech. They all trained at Georgia Tech. He let me come train with them. And it was pretty good experience.
That's pretty cool either way, though. I mean, that
was a wake-up
call. Of a squad to be with. But does that kind of show you kind of like the skill level?
It showed me 2 things. It showed me I can hang with those guys, and it showed me what I need to do to be able to keep up with these guys.
Gotcha.
On that level.
Well, so anyways, like I said, you played a year or 2 of semi-pro.
Yeah,
like
semi-pro.
And then you were able to actually get onto a pro squad. You started with like the CPIFL.
Yeah, the Dodge City Law. Yep, 2015.
2015,
wow.
2015. So yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Then you signed with the Storm, and you spent 4 or 5 years.
I think 2.5. I spent 2 full seasons and 1 half season because I went to the season and I came back.
Okay, gotcha. But again, even at that time, man, you were making a name for yourself.
Yes, sir. I think I made a stamp for myself in the arena league. Yeah.
Like I said, you had the all AFL team.
I made all arena in the receiver and kick return. Yeah, yes, sir.
Man, that's
I led the lead in kick return touchdowns and kick return yards that year. It was a good year. That was 2017.
Yeah, a career high at 98 receptions. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
During that time, you signed with the brigade, like you said. That was That was the year
was-
you took him to the Arena Bowl.
Yeah, we went to the Arena, but I actually got hurt. I didn't even finish the year that year. I hurt my back that year.
See,
So
I was just saying, I didn't think you were with that squad
Nah,
during that, but that was
yeah,
kind of
I played like the first 2 games, and that was it.
that was kind of the year that was kind of the real fluky Valor win.
Yeah, we only had 4 teams in the league. They was the worst team in the league. They made the playoffs, and then they won. Hey, kudos to them.
I mean,
they
that's-
the Arena Bowl champs that year.
Win at the right time. That's what it's all
exactly.
about.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, that was a little fluky though. I mean, they were like 2-10 or something.
Yeah,
so.
they had a bad record, but they made it, and they the Arena Bowl champs now. You can't take it away from them.
And in fact, Arvell Nelson, he was on that team.
He was on that
so,
team, yes, sir. Mhm.
Like I said, a lot of you guys get to see each other frequently.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, you played with the Blackjacks up in Atlantic City
Yeah,
for the year
that was
they
awesome.
played.
That was amazing.
That arena looked really nice.
It really was. And then go through the back door, it's the beach right there, the boardwalk. It's amazing. I love
That
Atlantic
sounds
City.
dangerous. sounds like I'd want to be on the beach.
Well, yeah, I stay on the beach. I was on the beach faithfully. I'll tell you that much.
And then, of course, then last year you signed to play with the Cobras.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, last year not really the best year so far for the Carolina
we finished
Cobras.
pretty strong, but not as strong as we wanted to. But
Again, and then rolling it into right now, you guys. I mean, you're looking really good right now,
Yes,
leading
sir.
the league.
7-3. We got to get this win tonight to separate ourselves from the rest of the league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, what's made you want to be here in Carolina? Like I said, after last year, especially, you had options. What made you want to be back here again?
Coach Rez, me and Coach Rez built a big relationship, a strong relationship actually over the years. We talked all through off season. He's told me the guys he was bringing back, and I just told him like more of the fact that I don't like switching teams. Honestly, I want to find like if Tampa didn't fold, I would still be in Tampa right now. I don't like switching teams, but I think the bond that me and Rez had, he was told me all the good things he was doing for the community. I told him I want to come here. What's up, baby? Hey, my boy Bane. Looking good, bro. But all the love he showed me and just the stuff he was telling me, it just felt right to come here. And I was like, this is the middle of my family and my fiance family, so we all could come to the games. That was a big part too.
I understand. It's always important to be somewhere that your family can come to. I mean, I understand. I hear a lot of guys say that. That's a big factor for them.
Yeah, it's big.
So far through a year and a half of it, what's been your favorite moment of being a Carolina Cobra?
Being 7-3, having a winning season,
So-
winning games, man. We all about winning. We started the season 5-0.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best record Cobras I ever had.
Yeah,
right
it is.
Yeah. So I mean, the best part of besides football, I mean, just hanging out with the guys. Man, we go bowling on Mondays. We go to the boxcar on Sundays.
You good at bowling?
Yeah.
What kind of score you get?
I averaged a 210. Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
My highest score was 279. I was one frame away from a 300.
We got
Yeah,
we
I
got
was
a bowler
I was
here.
mad. Yeah. I love the bowl. That's one of my hobbies. I
Okay.
got my 2 bowling balls in my car.
All right. You a storm guy or what is it?
I got a hammer. I have 2 hammers. And a pink widow, that's a hammer, and then I have a red vibe, which is a hammer as
Okay.
well.
All right. I hear you on that. Like we said, so far, yeah, you guys are 7-3 on the season.
Yeah.
You got 45 receptions, 538 yards, and 12 touchdowns.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but the thing is, we were talking about, really, there's only 7 receivers in the league right now that have over 500 plus yards.
Yeah.
And I mean, 2 of them are your teammates.
Yeah,
So-
Lance and DJ.
Yep. So both of them, yeah.
We spreading the ball around. That's
and
good.
that's the thing is,
Yeah.
we've been saying that was one of the big things.
I think that's the
mentioned to
difference
DJ.
from last year too. From last year, we had like me, I think BJ Bunn. We had a couple of we had Summers too, but I think this year having that experienced quarterback knowing where to go take the ball,
Be
it's
able to
not
spread it
iron
around.
on, not just iron on one receiver.
I asked DJ Myers about
Yeah.
that last week, kind of how you guys were able to spread the ball around like
Yeah.
that. And he said Bane wants to spread the ball around.
everybody
so he said
eats.
a lot
Whoever's
to
open,
him.
he's gonna find a guy, and we all feel like we're gonna be open. So it's just all on Bane to find a guy. Well, today is gonna all be on Malik. He's gonna get the job done
You
too.
like reading my script.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he looked good in practice this week. So we had a solid week of practice. Him being here for only 3 days, he looked really good. So I'm excited what he's going to do today.
I was going to say, yeah, the mindset's always going to be adapt and overcome when you have situations
Adapt and
like
overcome.
that. But
Exactly. Yes,
what
sir.
is it that, as a receiver goes through your mind when it's 11 weeks in and you got someone new throwing you the ball? Is it different or?
Yeah, it's different because, like I said, Bane's a vet, man. He's been doing this for a while. So, it's just we got to, instead of, prime example, instead of me coming to the game, just having fun, just do it. Now I got to, actually not coach Malik, but, encourage him. Make sure he's uplifted. Make sure you have confidence. Be like, hey, man, I'm like, be confident, man. It's just a game.
You got to give
come,
him that extra.
Come out here and play. I don't have to do that
Yeah.
with Bane because Bane, he got his own fire, So
Right.
that's the major difference. But like I said, adapt and overcome. That's what we have to do.
Absolutely.
It's about, if injuries are part of the game, it sucks that he's down. But Bane be back. But right now, Malik got to hold the fort, and I believe he will. We all believe in him as well.
Again, like I said, you got to be able to spread that ball around.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you guys have been doing. I mean, to get you to 7-3 right now.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna move on to the questions about your teammates.
What's
All
up?
right.
Who
so
we got?
Who's your funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate. I'm gonna go with DJ because it's just he's not funny on purpose.
Oh, okay. I get you.
It's just he's so
he does stuff that
he's
just,
so proper and stuff that he says, stuff that he does. It just makes me laugh all the time. Like and
Okay,
he's my
okay,
roommate, so I
can
live
get
with
you
him.
on that.
Yeah,
Oh, so you get to see more of him than
yeah. I
anybody.
see more of his personality than everybody else does. Yeah.
He said that you were his funniest player.
Yeah,
so
see,
he
that's
said,
what I
so
said.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
We crack up in an apartment all the time, man. It's hilarious the stuff I see him do. It's like, DJ, what are you doing? When he tries to dance, it's the funniest ever. I get them to try to dance, do all the dance moves.
I'm going to have to catch him. We're going to have
man.
to catch him on camera at some point
Yeah.
dancing. So, yeah, I can't dance either. So,
It's hilarious. I'm going to try to get him on camera. Watch. I'm going to get
okay,
him.
we're going to try to catch him at
Yeah.
some point. Who's the most serious?
Joe Powell.
I can see that.
On
I can
the
see
field.
that. On the field, yeah.
Joe Powell. Like, he's funny, too, off the field, but on the field, he is locked in. He don't play no games.
I've heard him over here in the bench area.
yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
We'd get demonetized or something. We'd
Yeah.
put some of that on there.
He's serious.
Who's the most hype on game day?
ZB.
That's the second time we got him for that.
ZB.
I see it though.
He is. I'm trying to see if you can hear him now on the field, but yeah, that's ZB.
Not yet, yeah.
He's the leader on the team. He's the one that get us hype, get us going.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
He always the hypest.
Now, who do you want to see sit down and do this interview next?
Who have you done so far?
All right, we did Jonathan Bain. We had Adam Smith.
Okay, I was
We
gonna
had
say
ZB.
Adam. Okay, ZB.
DJ, he came on here.
What about Zig? Big Zig.
Zig? That's I think who we're gonna try to get next.
Get
on
Zig.
Here, so.
Yeah, Zig funny too. Like he's all. Tell him. Make sure you ask him about his family.
About his family. Okay,
He's a big family guy.
All right.
right.
We'll find out what that means. He gives us a little cliffhanger. I like that. All right, so you've been around Greensboro for, like I said, about year and a half. So,
Yes, sir.
What's been your favorite little local spot you found?
Besides Tri Lanes, the bowling alley, I love.
You bought it Tri Lanes.
Yeah,
okay,
Tri
okay.
Lanes, yeah.
I'm gonna cut you over there.
I don't know what area it is, but where Boxcar is. It's right by Fat Tuesdays.
Yep, all that.
That little strip right there has a lot of good things to do.
Elm
like,
Street, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
it,
I just took my son to the museum. I just went to the water park the other day, which was fun.
Over to Wet and Wild, yeah?
Wet and Wild. That was pretty fun. It's only 15 minutes up the street.
I was thinking about that the other
Yeah.
day. I was like, it's a good time to go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's because it's hot. It's hot outside.
Okay.
But
yeah, those are some
those
good
are my,
places around
yeah, I
town.
like those. Yeah, I want to visit some more spots, but those are the only spots I've been to. But I love Boxcar. I love that vibe. It's an arcade. You could
It's a
drink a
fun
little
place.
bit. They got a lot of food truck outside, so it's a good vibe. They
still
play
do
live
the-
music as
still do
well.
the mimosas on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna hit you with the lightning round. All right.
Lightning round.
So, what's worse, laundry or dishes?
Laundry.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits.
Car or truck?
Car.
Perfect pizza topping.
Turkey sausage.
All right, outside of the hobby of your favorite hobby outside of football, I guess bowling.
Yeah.
All right, we covered. I told you, reading the script. Last song you listened to?
Grateful People. I forgot who's. It's a gospel song. It's called Grateful People. I forgot the artist. Oh man. All right, so it's tricking me now.
We'll Google it.
Yeah, it's Grateful People. I'll try to find it. But yeah, right now, okay, Todd Dooley, you're doing it all again.
Okay. All right. We got an answer to it. All right. Skydive or scuba dive?
Neither.
Gun to your head. Which one?
Huh?
Gun to your head. Which one?
Shoot, I don't like neither one. I scuba dive.
Okay. All right. I mean,
I don't like the ocean either because it's scary. I'm sorry.
Far.
Listen,
I mean,
I don't want to do either. I don't understand how people do it. It's scary to me. Skydiving, no, I don't know about that. The parachute, it might not come out. Then I'm dead.
well, at least with scuba
All right,
diving.
you know what? Scuba diving.
If you're scuba diving and you start, at least you can stop. Skydive, you got to commit, and then
we don't know what's all in the water though. Anything could come and just grab
Yeah.
me. Anything. Yeah, so that's
Oh,
scary,
that's-
man. And I'm from Florida, but I don't do the beach. I go to the beach just to show off my body and I get my feet wet, but I don't go in. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're a thinker. All right, so your toilet paper, over or under?
Shoot. Over?
Over? Okay. Maybe?
Under. Talking
Under.
about pulling.
Yeah, you got
Under.
Okay,
Under.
because it comes under.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, under. Yeah, under. Okay.
All right. Call or text?
Text.
Would you rather? Did I ask you driver or passenger? Did I ask you that?
Huh? No,
Would you
not.
rather all right. Would you rather drive or be the passenger?
Drive.
Okay. And Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Ooh. Thanksgiving.
All right. What's the one thing that people need to know about Kendrick Ings?
That I'm God-fearing. I believe in God.
All right. God and the ocean, the two things.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kendrick. Well, appreciate you coming on doing this with us here.
Hey, man, thank
like
you.
I said, good luck tonight with the game. We'll
Yes, sir.
we'll see you after a little bit.
Go Cobras.
I was still laughing about that.
Oh.
Great interview with that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kendrick Ings, your Carolina Cobras wide receiver. He cracks me up still. It was even better than in the moment, I think, just to be able to rewatch it. But we found the song, Grateful People. That's Anthony Brown and Group Therapy. I'm assuming that's the one. It's definitely a gospel song. We were trying to check out the tracks the players mentioned during the interview, so that's definitely it.
I always love how like when you ask them about the toilet paper and stuff, they all gotta sit there and think about it, like, wait, which way do
They
I
gotta get a mind being on the toilet for a minute.
Right.
I think that's yeah.
They
you're
gotta
right.
put themselves in the moment.
Yeah, it's funny. We accidentally trick every Cobras player into pretending to be in the bathroom. I love it. That was great. Again, like I said, Derek Ziegler, another one he's been requested a couple times, so we're gonna have to make sure we get him next week for sure. We're trying to line up everybody before the season ends. Hopefully, we can keep this going through the playoffs. Again, make sure you get your playoff tickets if you don't already have them. But hopefully, we can keep this going through this, and maybe there'll be somebody who, fingers crossed, gets to be the lucky interview at the championship game. We'll see how that goes. That's what we're aiming for.
We'll just line them up and interview all of them.
Everybody. All right. So again, Carolina Cobra fans, let us know, who do you want to see? Like I said, we've got players that have wanted to see Derek Ziegler, so like I said, that might be our next one. But again, let us know who it is that you want to see be next for the sit down with the Sunday Cobras.
So you can always let us know by commenting, or we have social media, so you can email us if you're old school, jb2mediapro@gmail.com. But we are on Facebook at Cobra Nation, at NAL Cobra Nation.
Yep.
On Facebook there, and then while you're there, you can find all the social links for the Cobras, as far as for their Facebook, all this Snapchat, Instagram. I don't know if TikTok's in there or not, but either way, we have a TikTok as well. But you can find all of that information down in the show notes. So be sure to go down there and follow all that if you haven't already. All right.
Sorry, I got caught up watching the replay of that play last night because it's one where I thought they were calling they were going to call it something else, but they called pass interference. Or it was supposed to be other way around.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be called pass interference.
Yeah, I
was
worried they were going to call pass interference because I was like, that was definitely not pass interference. But then they ended up calling a holding call, so that's what it was.
Yeah.
So either way, a little bit of a bummer, but
he had his little flashback there. He was trying to figure out what he was looking at.
it did, and so we watched it. We had to go back and rewatch somewhere during the third quarter. Where's the replay at? I'm trying to see where we're at here. We're only in the second still, so somewhere in the third quarter, I know one of Malik Henry's tosses went right over us, and I was like, do I reach up for it or not? Because
I was actually trying to remember to look for that earlier, and I forgot.
I saw it. I found it last night after the game. I went back on the stream and watched it just to see how close I was. I was not nearly as close as I thought I was. So it's okay though.
At least nobody was safe last night.
No. Oh my gosh.
Footballs were just flying everywhere.
Thank you.
Or rephrase that.
Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, there was definitely some balls going into the stand last night. But yeah, it was interesting, and shout out to Tom Lipscomb and James Brown, the broadcasters. They mentioned me. They saw me, and I felt seen.
We love Tom.
All right, back to the matter at hand for real though. Let's talk about playoffs right now because, again, the Carolina Cobras have clinched a playoff spot. So, like I said, not only, like I said, are you able to buy tickets for the first round of the playoffs, we don't know if they're going to be hosted in Greensboro yet, but that's
Buy
honestly, is there anywhere else you'd want to be, though? The Carolina Cobras, we mentioned before, the tailgate group that's out there, they travel so well. So I feel like if you're wanting to go to a playoff game, even if it's an away game,
Link up with those people. Those are the people
they're going to be.
know.
There will be somebody going for sure. And again, I think knock on wood type situation, but I think at this point it's all but guaranteed that the Carolina Cobras will be hosting at least the first round of the playoffs at this point. But again, get your tickets. Not only that, you can call that number that again is on your screen on the ticker below. Season ticket renewals are open now too, so that's something you'll definitely want to be interested in. Again, see next year what the Carolina Cobras have in store. Again, we got to get through this season though, and the playoffs. So again, we'll kind of roll back to the standings here right now as it sits. Carolina is in the number 1 spot, so they.
Sorry, I was doing my happy dance.
They would be hosting a playoff game. Like I said, if this was the end of the season, Albany in second, though, they would host the Sharks. Carolina would host the Lions, and if it went like last night, boy, that's a roll. But again, it's not solidified yet. Columbus, to me, is kind of in that 4th spot, which is the hot seat, because regardless, the two teams looking out from the inside, looking from the outside in, rather, they're not eliminated yet. Like we said, it's not technically eliminated, but it's still a stretch for them. We're just going to talk about those two scenarios right now, what it would take to change the playoffs, not really so much what it would be to solidify the playoffs for what teams will be in what order. So much right now, like I said, so Columbus has 3 games left. They've got San Antonio, then they're back at Carolina, and then they're at home against Orlando.
Okay.
So 2 of those teams are out of the playoff picture at the moment, but have potential. What's it going to take for Orlando to win a playoff spot? Right now, they need to. This is why I said it's a long stretch. They need to win out completely. They've got Albany and Columbus, and they need Columbus and San Antonio to lose their last 3 games each.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah, I think that's asking a lot now that I think about it. That's basically impossible because San Antonio plays Columbus, so they both can't lose. So I think Orlando may be actually eliminated at that point now that it's out there all spelled out in front of me. So I think Orlando's officially out. Man, that's rough.
You heard it here first.
You found out at the same time I just did when I went through these show notes and look. So I guess that's impossible. So maybe Orlando's off the table. So we'll focus
We'll scratch that technically eliminated.
Again, like I said, yeah, they're not mathematically eliminated. It's just impossible. It's a pie situation.
Quite a conundrum.
But so San Antonio may be the only other option now that pops up.
Just the look on your face when you were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because I thought that. So, like Columbus and San Antonio both need to lose every single game. And I just realized I'm like, San Antonio plays Columbus next week. So physically impossible in this dimension. So unless there's a parallel universe.
Or we have negative scoring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the Columbus Lions. This is the Columbus, Ohio team that needs to lose. So, again, so like I said, Orlando must be out of it at this point. And again, San Antonio, what could they do to win? Now, this, I don't think, has any mind-bending Doctor Strange situations. So.
That's really what it was.
Yeah.
We're in the multiverse.
Again, San Antonio, they need to win 2 of their last 3. And Columbus to win no more than 1 game. So again, that's still possible, I think. They could lose this next game against Jacksonville. Against Columbus, rather.
Columbus, and then win against Jacksonville.
And win out basically at that point. And make the playoffs, but at the same time, it's just...
It's still
it's
very
such a
slim.
slim chance. And again, like I said,
it's one of those things you'd have to. I mean,
That's to make the number 4 seed. That's not, like I said, again, you're going to not only, it's one of those, what do they call it? And, you hear a lot in sports talk where, the team controls their own destiny. No, this is where we got a little bit of a slim chance and we need help and more help. So, again, it's rough. So this may, like I said, honestly, I think this is a good chance that this is the playoff picture.
I was going to say nothing's impossible, but then I go back to what we were just talking about with the Predators again.
Yeah, that is
that
physically
one is actually impossible. Sorry.
Yeah. Again, so if this does remain to be the playoff picture, and Carolina again has to take down Columbus, if their route to a championship is take down Columbus and take down the winner of Albany and Jacksonville, I feel good about that. I really do. I think that. Okay, so scenario Columbus, and you play Albany. Albany has lost, like I said, 3 straight to Carolina. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Again, like I said, those are one of the only teams that they swept this season. So they're 3-0 against Albany. They're currently 1-1 against Jacksonville and Columbus. So honestly, there's a good shot. I mean, a realistic shot. I mean, we know the Carolina Cobras have been number 1 all season long, and that gives you a good,
proud. I'm so proud of them.
That gives you a good vibe, a good headspace to go into the playoffs. But again, it doesn't really mean anything if you don't win, because there have also been those, again, 2 games where Carolina has lost by 2 points or 1 point, and one of those was to one of the teams that we basically said are going to be mathematically eliminated here within the next week or so. So again,
don't do that to me.
It's bad. Like I said, it's a matter of, like I said, when I was talking to Kendrick Ings, matter of winning at the right time. But I think the road that Carolina has got progressively easier when you look at it when it comes to playoffs versus the end of the regular season. Again, Carolina, if they, like I said, if they were to drop their last 3 games straight, which, again, mind you, they've not done all year. They've not lost more than a game straight. So, I think that would put them at what 8-6 at that point. Again, right now there's 2 playoff teams that have 5 losses, so I think Carolina still gets in, kind of regardless at this point. Well, that's what clinched means.
Yeah, I was like, sir, we already said it's clinched.
But
You're just really changing the ranking.
Unfortunately, if Carolina was to fall all the way to 4th place,
they're still there.
It's still highly unlikely, I feel, and I don't think Carolina drops at most, like I said, out of that 2nd place. And I think they host a game. It'll be interesting, though.
Because that would be saying, so if you were saying that, I mean, even if they dropped all 3, that's still saying that all the other teams would have to win out the rest of theirs to move up.
Well, they play Jacksonville and Columbus are the only team they play. So, again, it's going to depend on, so if you'd say they would move, and again, whatever else the other teams do, but that would move Jacksonville at least to 7-5, and Columbus, or actually they played Jacksonville twice, so it would move them to 8-5, which would put them up to 2nd place, 1st place at that point. Again, depending on what Albany does. I do hate playoff talk for this reason, that you have to run through so many mind-bending
different
scenarios, especially, like I said, it's so close.
It's a game of chess almost. You got to think about 3 steps ahead and how
it's 3D chess at this point. I mean,
yeah.
But again,
it's like those weird puzzles I do.
Yeah. Again, it's great. I love playoffs, but I hate, like I said, trying to break down these scenarios. I like it once it's just nice and right there in front of you. It's solidified at the end of the regular season. Again, Cobra Nation, what do you think? Again, the final standings for the playoffs. Again, the Carolina Cobras are the only team that have clinched, that we've qualified that twice now. And again, it's Jacksonville, Columbus, potentially the Gunslingers, and then Albany. They're in too. So said that in the wrong order. But again, Orlando out.
Life.
Yeah, Orlando. We're going to say they're out right now. Like I said, it's again mental gymnastics to make that work, and I don't think it's possible.
Get your playoff tickets.
Yeah, buy playoff.
I'm trying to use subliminal messaging here.
Again, that's the big message here. Again, so we'll see. Cobra Nation, like I said, let me know who it is. Who would you rather see in the first round of the playoffs? Would you rather it be Columbus or Jacksonville or the Empire, if that comes to it? What route would you prefer the bracket to look like? We're going to do a bracket challenge as soon as the playoffs are officially. As soon as they're officially set, we're going to do a bracket challenge here on the Sunday sit down.
I was like, we should do our own brackets and go against each other.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it against each other. You're going to have to do a bracket. I'll do a bracket, which I feel like are probably going to look similar.
Probably.
But
usually, yeah.
There's only so many options, right? So with 4 teams, it's not like the NCAA where there's 64 teams.
I don't have that kind of time.
No one does. The NCAA doesn't have that kind of time at this point now. That's a different story.
That's why they just hand them out and give them to people to fill in later.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do a little bracket challenge as soon as the playoffs are solidified and the positions. So we're going to see. So be looking out for that on the Sunday Snake Pit. We're going to do that. We'll have to figure out a fun little prize to give away. Something serious. Maybe.
I might have to go talk to some people in merch.
But yeah, we'll have to get you guys something really good for the Carolina Cobras Sunday Snake Pit bracket challenge. God, that's going to be a mouthful.
For you. The Sunday Snake Pit. Blah.
Yeah. See, that's what
Got
happens.
me.
Anyway.
That's what happens when I get on my high horse. I just fall off of it.
Again, guys, make sure you do subscribe to the Carolina Cobras YouTube channel. Again, that's how you're going to keep up with this bracket challenge. Now we got something to tease for later. So we're going to do that, like I said. But yeah.
A lot of teasing in this episode.
Apparently
the
so.
Brackets. Interview with Ziggler, his family. Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, and don't get away. He might watch this and decline or something. Again, so yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look into the show notes below. You'll see all the social media links for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, I think, and like I said, anything else you need. Of course, like I said, you can always look on Cobra Nation on Facebook or the Snake Pit group that's being ran by the Carolina Cobras now too. That's something you can get in on. There's also a group for the traveling Snake Pit. Again, like we said, these guys, there's some seriously hardcore dedicated
and there's a group
fans.
for the tailgating as well. Yeah, and huge shout out to the tailgaters, man. They are phenomenal. Because they're always out there feeding everybody.
They do a lot for us.
So much.
Again, looking forward to next week. So we've got Carolina Cobras. They're going to be playing in the Jacksonville. What's it called now? Is it the ViStar Memorial Arena still? I think that's the name of it still. So. Don't hold me to that. But again, they're playing the Jacksonville Sharks.
I know it used to be that.
Used to be. And so again, that's going to be a hostile place. It's always a tough place for anybody to play. But again, talked to Malik Henry and was talking about, this is sort of his revenge game. This is the first time he gets to face off against the Jacksonville Sharks. Since they cut him loose. And again,
props to him. He showed up and showed out last night.
And it's true. Like I said, a lot of people, I think, have doubted him and his ability to be a NAL level quarterback.
Fun fact, all that being said, you should check out the post-game interview that we did with him last night.
Yep, that's going to be here on the YouTube channel too. So, yep, check that out for sure. But again, he's like I said, definitely did exactly what he needed. Like we said, we went through the options last week talking about, is it going to be, he said Summers, is it going to be, I didn't even think about Gerard Evans at the time, but again, that was probably something on the table. But I think,
I'm going to say Rez always has a card in his sleeve.
I think that's the thing, is I think Rez kind of weighs out his options enough to know what we need to do. And like I said,
that's why he's a great coach.
Yeah, that's what makes it. Like I said, I think is that decision making. I mean, again, how many people would have said,
God knows I couldn't do it.
Well, like I said, how many people would have said, let's go get the quarterback that's been cut from one team already that, in the moment underperformed, and have him be the guy that needs to lead our team at one of the most crucial parts of the season and have him do it, like I said, so far.
Well, that's because Rez obviously saw something there.
It's important.
Like I said, no questions about anything he does. I'm just like, yeah, I will follow blindly.
I understand. At this point, it's hard to argue against him. When you've had, like I said, the number one team all season long. And again, like I said, you're able to overcome these type things. It's important. Again, let's get to our ticket giveaway for this week. We're going to be giving away a 4-pack of tickets, not for this upcoming game, but it'll be the next home game.
July 16th.
July 16th Is that right? July 16th.
I feel like it is.
Against the Columbus Lions. So that'll be that weekend. Yep, that is. You're absolutely right. 7:00 kickoff. Carolina Cobras will be hosting the Columbus Lions. So we're going to give away a 4-pack of tickets. So you got time to claim that. What you can do is either send us drop a comment on this video, or you can email us at jb2mediapro@gmail.com. Again, that's the easiest way to get in contact with us. And like I said, let us know. Again, guys, make sure that if you do claim these tickets, make sure that you'll make sure you're able to respond to these emails, like I said, and check your spam folders or whatever when we respond. We don't want anybody that to miss out on the chance because the email went to their spam folder or something like that when we reply. So just a thought. Check on that.
That sounds like something. That sounds like experience.
Yeah, that happened to one of our previous show winners. So like I said, that was a bit unfortunate, but we were able to make it right, and that helps. So, but again, we want to make sure that you're getting these tickets and like I said, showing up, enjoying the game, and having time of your life, especially if you were there last night. So any game like that. Maybe we'll be. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. I don't want to overreach, but like I said, maybe we'll be able to give away some playoff tickets if it comes to it. But we'll see in due time.
You might have to do things that you don't want to do for that.
Oh, we'll see.
All right, you guys. Well, this has been the Sunday Snake Pit. We are so happy that you have joined us, and we can't wait to see you next week. Gina Bahina, Jose Bahina, we're out.